Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Shot.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Gun. Shot. Wide 80. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for his windup. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide cut. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Taken in at the 11. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Liking 18.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Coles. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The Browns send out their punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest. This one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Let's get set. 180.
Here's a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down. at the Browns' 48-yard line.
MT, tape. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big.
Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
Brown is in. Touchdown Bengals. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Evan McPherson will be kicked off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Gets past one man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ready. Pat the 60. Pat. Ready.
Give up the middle. Judkins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Coles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Twelve. Here we go. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Stop.
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7-yard gain.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 11. 11 empty, Kate. 11 empty. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Second and 10.
Let's get set.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Gun. Stop. Can.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Dot. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11. Here we go. Dot. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Dot. Dot.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
70.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta be lying. Go.
An inside run to Jenkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Coles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready? Tap to 60. Tap to 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
39-yard line.
Ready?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Here we go. Can.
They go play action with Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
On one, right?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, they go play action now. Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. 180. Dot.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
180. Dot.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Kevin McPherson on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
They run the counter. Sampson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down.
70 Timberwolves.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Coles. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after here coming up. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Browns 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
1-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
and this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Got 11 mighty. Right, 80. 11 MT. 11 MT. That.
Burrow on play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Looking to throw. Coles setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Browns 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw. Coles. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's to Fannin, his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Ready?
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a third and long.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
Back to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
11. Side. 180.
Now it's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, come on. Hit. Crack all 80.
They'll give it to Jenkins. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Get it. 70, Timberwolves. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Coles. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Off play action. Coles. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Coles. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Gun, gun. Shot. Right 80. Right shot. Shot.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Coles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Coles. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And taken at the 46. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
set. 180. Legs high. Hut. 11, 11, 11.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10.
Gun. Shot. 180. Shot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Gun. Shot. 180. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And a ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are in the field, this is an offense that will take its shots, and true to form, they do exactly that and break off a big chunk of yardage and help their field position.
Ready? Cougar 19. Check mash. Check mash. Check go.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
On the jump.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Cut. 70 Timberwolves.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Ready? Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun. Coles. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shreds the tackle. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Side. White 80. What is that? Side.
Now Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to take this across the 50 in the Browns territory.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
2 yards on the pickup.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready?
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Shot. 180. Shot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Big 13. Big 13. Shot.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go. 12. 180. 11. Shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
All right, let's get set. 180. Right up. Stop.
They will toss to Brown. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Able to fight through one tackle. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Coles. And then it's taken in by Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And now an audible here into something else. On first down, Sampson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Coles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Okay, ready?
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Come on, come on. Hey, go.
Looking to throw. Coles. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
19, start.
Back to throw. Coles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
And Burrow going to change the play.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Third down, here's Brown. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.